Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and today, as I expand the skylight entrance or whatever, or exit, to my redstone lab, I'm beginning to figure out if there's a better way to make a fall here. Now, traditional Minecraft knowledge would suggest, well, I'll just put a big pond at the bottom. I think I can do better, though. What I've got here is 2 tripwire hooks. I haven't hooked them up to anything yet because I wanted to save that wondrous, joyful expression of creation for you, the audience. And I think, though, that if I set this up properly, I should be able to essentially run redstone wire out of here and into a dispenser that will then put water out here on the ground, kind of along this wall. So, if I set up one dispenser here, and I think that these are going to face the direction I place them from. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, I think that, okay, the sand is one layer up there. Oh, dang it. Okay. Or not sand, string. Well, let's go ahead and get some water. So I've retrieved a little bit more of the magic, like these water buckets, absolute pure magic, and as well as some torches. No, don't want to dispense the torches, want to hang the torches. That's how we're going to light this up so no mobs spawn. That is very crucial in any redstone contraption. The mob distraction, to avoid the violent action. And, oh, this is my other tunnel I made. Wonderful. So, I've been thinking, I attend a lot of conventions, and one of the recurring convention things I've seen them do, or one panel that I've seen at multiple conventions, if you could even call it a panel, it's almost like, it's an activity. And what it is several people argue about which of the Doctor Who series doctors who they watched were the best. Okay, see, this is cool. Because now that water will then, as soon as the string is no longer in there, it should start getting sucked up. Or not. Okay, so for now for some reason that's happening indefinitely. So, this is something to reevaluate. Oh, yeah, also, I need to fix this piston here because of that problem. Okay, so is this going to go off every time it pulses? Or did part of that get washed away? Okay, so there's my problem there. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get several repeaters and rig it up so it fires essentially a pulse into here. That's easy enough to do. But, yeah, so I think that it would be really fun if at these conventions, instead of having everybody argue about which of the Doctors Who they watched were the best, if essentially the moderator had a series, like people would organize into groups, and the moderator or the contest manager or whatever would have kind of several questions or whatever, and the people would have, the group members or the arguers would have to state their case in favor of the Doctor Who they like best. But one of the rules is that you can only say the word Doctor followed by the word Who. Like, I prefer the Doctor who wears a bow tie over the Doctor who wears a scarf, because the Doctor who wears a scarf is kind of too tall. And essentially anybody who says the word Doctor and does not follow it immediately with the word Who is out. And at the end of the event, whichever team has the most players left, or has lost the least players even, depending on how you do that, is the winner. Now, I think that the best way, I'm trying to figure out how to make a pulse generator or a pulse doubler from scratch here, because I'm not good at redstone, and I'm not going to go look at the Wikipedia in the middle of my thing. Okay, this is good to know, though, that this is like, I could put a door here. So maybe I will put glass or something here later, because this is kind of convenient and nice. Probably should have put a door here now, but whatever. We will, for right now, just put some stone here to make it super obvious that that is important, and we should dig through it later. Okay, so redstone pulse comes out of here. I guess what we could do is, I think that the way to do this is to get repeaters set up so they hit a NOT gate after another thing hits a NOT gate, or an AND gate. Some sort of gate. There's gates involved, and there's repeaters involved. So, anyway, especially for Doctor Who fans, though, like, they find it very repugnant for people to refer to the Doctor as the Doctor Who. I think that would be super terrible and hilarious. And games at conventions like that should be hilarious and terrible. That is half the point right there. Okay. So, we are going to set this up to run into here. Now, okay, what I'm thinking is we will also set this up. Does that still trigger that when we hit the string? Dang it, it's hard to tell. Okay, good. So that does still trigger. So this way, we'll actually run into a repeater that will then run back down here. Okay. So, here we go. Oh, whoops. Repeaters. Whoops. Okay, so repeaters like going in the direction they're facing. Got it. So will this now fire 2 pulses? Let's find out. That didn't look like 2 pulses. We might need to lengthen that a little bit. Nope. Nope. I can't tell which direction the arrow's going. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so let's try this now. That does not seem right to me. So if I hit that... So now that canceled it, but that's just 1 pulse per hit. We want it to turn on and then turn off again. So, let's see, how could we do that? To turn on, then off again. Now, if either of these... So I think part of the problem is that this isn't turning off before this is done. So let's actually dig out here a little bit more, and we're going to have to probably enclose this a bit additionally. That's fine. So, extra repeater, coming this way, coming this way. Bring it on back, bring it on back. Okay, so we now have more repeaters than we did before. And we'll encase this somehow to make it not terrible looking. Dang it, I am not good at these directional repeater things. Okay. Cool. So, that's brought on back. Now we just add dirt here. And we have that connect back over to here. So, now when I hit this... Cool. So that seemed to trigger twice. Cool. Now it's stuck in the wrong position. So I think what I want to do is break it. Okay, and then reconnect it. Awesome. So now, if I come back over here, I guess you could probably do similar rules for things like which My Little Pony is the best. Like, if you say the word pony, but you don't preface it with My Little, then you're out. Or if you say the word friendship without is magic, you are out. One problem with the way that I'm doing this right here is that I think I'm going to have to, for, you know, keeping the lab itself writ large from going crazy, I'm going to have to get some slabs here to put around the water. So let's just grab some slabs real quick. Slab grabbers. Boom. Slab grabbed. So now, of course, oh no, the water is gone, so we can't tell where to put it. So up we go once more into the breach. Okay. So, let's say that I had decided to jump down from way up here. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm climbing all the way up this hill, which now that I have that door is actually super unnecessary. But I'm just like, okay, I'm going to jump down the... Oh, and I missed it. Well, okay, yeah, probably should have thought about that one a little bit better. Luckily, all my gear has deposited neatly where I left it, on the ground, on my body, dead body, corpse. Okay, new getting of, or new gotten, if you like nougat. Okay, so now we're gonna try going up here and doing that again without it being terrible. Okay, torch, you're the worst. Okay, now, dang it, now I'm glitching here again. Okay, so this whole area is terribly glitchy and just terrible. But okay, so if I teleport up to there, and so I say, okay, I'm gonna drop down here. Well, that didn't work. Oh no, all my things come back. Oh, red eyes. Yeah, building a water break. Well, what I might need to do is put the wire higher up in relation to the water dispenser, so that, for example, the dispensers would have time to get rid of all the water before, you know, I die. If I fix it so that the dispensers are like 10 blocks lower than the string, that should probably be good enough. Part of me says I should. Oh, I'm gonna get hit on this thing, aren't I? I cannot believe I've not gotten pushed off that ladder while I've been doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up our water buckets here and pick these up. And we are just gonna go down a few layers here. Probably gonna have to build a redstone switchback thing to make this work, but okay. So then from here, the redstone would go down a layer, and then it would go down another layer, and would go down another layer. All sorts of redstone down going layer happens. If you wanted to have a panel where you argue which starship captain was best at a convention, what would be a funny rule for that? Yeah, thanks, Red Eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna remember to add water. I probably should have made a better way to test this. I should build a thing that I can easily jump up onto, but nope, still a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to build a pretty significant thing, for lack of a better word. I'm going to have to build a pretty significant mechanism that will solve this problem for me. I'm going to have to put the string way up higher. And of course, every time this happens, I forget to actually put these down. Okay, so let's see. This looks like it goes about here. Okay, and the actual, let's say that there's a break there and a break there. So if I did that right, anyway, then I should be able to plant one of these torches right here. And in the very least, I will not have all of these going crazy on me. Okay, so every part of this is just not good. Okay, let's just throw a brick. Really? So the water now. Okay, so the water's going where it should at least. So that's a step. Okay. So really at this point, I just need to move all of those up higher, and I'll be set. Move the string even higher still. And I will... Dang it. cannot believe how lucky I've gotten on the timing of those. Okay, so onto there. And onto there. Bucket. Bucket. Now we're just going to try ender pearling up into the string. Did not help. Was not fast enough. And apparently ender pearling into the string also messed up the interrupt. So there's additionally that. And that was what I was expecting to have happen this whole video. Okay. So let's eat some food so we don't fall to our death again. For those of you keeping track at home, this is like the 80,000th time I've died on the Hermitcraft server. So I just need to get to the top of the ladder and then double tap jump right here. Boom. Okay, so if I step off here though. Yeah, there's no beating that water down. I'm going to have to put the rope way higher up. So I went ahead and I have gone ahead and significantly lowered the water emitters below the level of the little line here. But let's see how that goes. If I come down, drop down, nope, still pretty much dead. So I'm thinking this entire water break using tripwires, it just might be undoable. I'm going to go ahead and have to figure something else out. But, you know, that's half the point of having a redstone lab. Sometimes you try stuff that works, and sometimes you try stuff that doesn't work. Either way, you try stuff, and it's fun. So, anyway, I hope you guys have fun playing silly games about ponies that are mine and little, and doctors who are named Doctor Who are named. Wow, that sentence was bad. Very bad. I would have been disqualified if this was the contest. So, anyway, now that I'm disqualified, I might as well get going. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.